you can see?
Yeah.
Okay. So this isn't really about Beachbody. It's just like a topic I've been reading a lot about lately, which is changing your subconscious thoughts. And I first kind of thought of this because I was having a lot of trouble with my, make sure I am recording. Okay, yeah. I was having a lot of trouble with my eating, and I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be amazing if someone could just hypnotize me? I don't like chocolate or chips or anything anymore. So I Googled and found a hypnotist in Toronto and kind of went to go see what it was all about. And basically, it's not a shortcut. Like, they can't say you all of a sudden don't like chocolate anymore. But she talked a lot about your subconscious thoughts and how you can change them. So I kind of did some research on like how to get into your subconscious thoughts, and there's basically 3 main ways you can try to change them, which is through hypnosis, through meditation, and actively becoming aware of your subconscious thoughts and trying to reprogram them. So your thoughts are kind of pushed upon people, and you're programmed into the way you think until about the age of 5. And that's why kids are like so into magic. They believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, and it's because you don't learn to think critically and question why things are the way they are until about the age of 5. So the hypnotist said that a lot of like irrational fears are created within that age. And then as you get older, you can still be programmed by the advertisements you see, even when you're not actively reading an ad. It's still being placed into your mind, and that's why so many things can seem familiar. We're also programmed in the school systems and in our homes with gender roles. Girls do this, boys do this. And an example in a book I was reading, Healthy is the New Skinny, she gave an example of her mom would always tell her how beautiful she was and she was perfect just the way she was, but then her mom would also say how disgusting her body was and she needed to change it and diet. So when the girl grew up and she had the same body as her mom, she automatically thought this body isn't acceptable because my mom hated it, so I need to hate it. So she was kind of programmed to think that what her mom looked like was not good enough for society. So the first one is actively changing our thoughts. So becoming aware of the negative thoughts when they come in. So when your mind all of a sudden says you're not good enough, you need to be aware that you're thinking that and try to understand why you're thinking that certain way and actively work on changing it. So when this negative thought comes in and it says you're not good enough, you can start to question it. Why am I not good enough? Who said I wasn't good enough? Did I say I wasn't good enough? Did I try? Like in sports, did I try this sport and all of a sudden like I realized I wasn't good enough, or did I not even try and I just assumed I wouldn't be good enough? So start questioning the thoughts that come into your mind, and that can help reprogram them. So digging to the root of how these thoughts were formed, and if it hasn't been proven by yourself why you can't do something, then reprogram it to say I can do it if I try. And this is an action that needs to be done repetitively. It's not just going to be a one-time thing, because your subconscious mind, like I said, is started from the age of 0. So you need to reprogram. If you're 20 years old, 20 years, 30 years, like you have a lot of reprogramming to do. So it's going to be repetitive. But as soon as you start becoming aware of these thoughts, you can start reprogramming them. Meditation is another way you can try to get in touch with these thoughts. So it's a deep state of relaxation, a state of consciousness when the mind is free of scattered or distracting thoughts. So a lot of people use it to relieve stress or bring clarity. So this can help you focus into a present moment or on one thought or a memory. So again, like thinking I'm not good enough at something, meditation can help you hone in on that thought and help you go back to the memory that made you think, why am I not good enough for it? So it helps you kind of bring it back and bring all the memories that created these thoughts into the forefront of your brain. So it helps you to focus on why you think the way you do. Hypnosis, which is what originally inspired this subject for me. It's similar to meditation, but it's having another person suggest new thoughts to you. So when you're in the state of pure relaxation, where the conscious mind is relaxed or suggestible, you're daydreaming, gazing out a window, or you're being extremely concentrated. So when a kid's playing Xbox, he can hear what's going on around him, but he's not paying attention. They're focused at the game they're playing. So you can suggest thoughts to them and they won't even realize it, but it is getting into their head. So you can change the thoughts that are in your subconscious mind, but be very basic about it. You're not actually doing mind control, like you no longer like chips. That's not possible, and that's not what hypnosis is, but you can make suggestions that your body wants to move more. So some people start taking the stairs more, or they start walking to the next bus stop, or they just get up and start moving around their house more. Like it can be something so simple that you barely notice until you think, oh, I have been moving more. Because it's such like a subtle suggestion in your mind that you can, like it's something that is very personalized and you might not even notice. You can use it for weight loss. A lot of people use it to quit smoking, better concentration, battling fears, because it's those subconscious thoughts. So whatever you want to change, you can work on changing the way you think. And it's great for people with great imaginations. So if you want to do an exercise to test your imagination, everyone wants to close their eyes and picture yourself in your bedroom. And just look around and notice your bed, notice your bed sheets, your curtains, the colors on the wall, and then start to lift your body up. You feel really light and start to float into the air and look down at your bedroom. So you can still see the same bed and your dresser, the same curtains, but try to see if you can notice anything different from this view. Just kind of float around and look. And now slowly lower yourself back down until your feet are on the ground. And then once you feel safely planted, still in your same bedroom, open your eyes. So if you could notice, if you could feel yourself in your bedroom, that means you have a good imagination enough for hypnosis. But the way to make it really stick long term is how good is it? So if you can actually feel yourself floating up or looking down, I noticed when I did it, I noticed my room was really dusty. So it's a really small thing, but just like that different perception, and can you actually imagine yourself doing this and noticing new things? So a lot of people use these techniques. So sports athletes, they use visualization and meditation frequently before big races or games. Meditation, performers such as Katy Perry, Kristen Bell, Madonna have used it. Hypnosis, Kate Middleton actually used it to battle morning sickness to try to change how she felt about her pregnancy. And Orlando Bloom, Tiger Woods, they all use it. So it's not new techniques. They're just not very well known, especially since meditation, people more think of relaxation. They don't think of the mind's focus, and hypnosis, they think of mind control when it's actually suggestions to your subconscious mind. And people sometimes, that work of actively changing your subconscious mind, it can take so long that sometimes people have trouble fighting it. But if you can just keep repeating what you want to think, then it's definitely possible. Because part of having a healthy life is having a healthy mind.